Welcome, everybody.
Shh, the song isn't over yet.
Drasko,
Shh.
you are getting up to here.
You are getting fucking beyond here already. All right.
What I do now?
Nice hat.
Thank you. I put on a different one.
Holy shit.
I'm not made of hats.
Well, we'll thank our sponsor this week, Hugo's House of Hats, for graciously donating this cool wolf hat.
The song isn't over yet.
You can fucking go home now, all right? Pack up your shit and leave.
What are you doing?
Nice mug.
It is a nice mug, okay?
Does it keep your fucking coffee hot?
Dude, this is the only way to keep your coffee hot.
In a mug.
Let's see, Hugo.
Yeah, let's see.
Look at this. You see that? See
All
that?
right, that's great. Okay.
Let's go on Drasko's angle now. That. Boom. This will keep your coffee hot for like 8 hours.
You know what else will keep your coffee hot?
What?
Go back to Drasko Cam. Right here.
That's a lie.
Sorry, what?
You
don't.
You know, you guys, you take the fun out of living. You know that?
You gotta provide the fun.
Emily, where are you?
So I found this wonderfully discounted Airbnb in the middle of these foggy woods. I don't know if you can see the barely standing structure behind me, but it's real cozy. And
I saw someone in red just behind you. Is that the landlord? Is he doing anything? Is he like, or is he just demanding that you take out the trash and pay him $50 to do so?
No, he's doing stuff.
Oh, I see.
He's doing some stuff.
Good.
What?
Anyway.
What's everybody doing today?
All right. Well, welcome to the...
What episode are we on?
We are on an episode that begins with 1, but doesn't end with 0.
Ends with 6. Episode 16.
16. Wow.
Very close.
Very close.
Very close to 20.
In some
Our next giveaway.
In some states, our episode could drink.
Although we're doing a little Halloween giveaway.
Oh, are we?
Yeah. We should have done it today.
The winner gets a free piece of lemon candy.
Lemon candy?
Yeah.
Is this like a Soviet candy that you've had since the 90s?
It still tastes like lemon, man. It's fine. It's full of vitamin C.
It's just vitamin C powder.
It's fine. It's great.
Lemon
Citric acid left over from a Soviet lab.
Just like compressed into a little tablet shape.
Keeps the scurvy away.
Yeah, it actually does, man. Vitamin C is important. Apparently, that's something that people are more worried about now. It's just people aren't getting.
Everyone's worried about everything.
People aren't getting enough vitamin C, and now everyone's worried that, like, you know, you're gonna get scurvy. It's an issue.
How could anyone get in the modern world that eats regular food get scurvy?
Actually, fun fact, my high school boyfriend's grandfather was the last known case of scurvy in New Brunswick. I guess all he ate was Coca-Cola and, like, not eat, obviously drank it. And the only other thing he did was smoke cigarettes, just Coca-Cola and cigarettes, and he died of scurvy.
Fucking right.
In like the 90s or something.
That's how little it happens.
That you have to be an old man to get it.
And drink nothing but Coca-Cola for years to worry about scurvy.
I mean,
People are just wanting to worry about everything. I should really be concerned with scurvy.
You should, man. It's a terrible disease.
Are you on an expedition for 2 years up to the polar Arctic poles?
That is what happened in the polar Arctic poles.
They had reason to be worried about scurvy.
Did you see that limited series, Terror? Yeah, that's actually based on a real thing.
No.
Fuck you.
No, it was. It was called Terror.
Yes, it was. It's called HMS Terror.
Yeah,
and the other ship.
It was a cool show, actually.
Except
really
for the part where they run into a bear or some sort of weird animal.
Yeah,
oh my God.
There were some things going on up there that...
There was nothing going on up there.
That's why they needed to bring in the crazy bear.
Yeah, they couldn't have like the whole psychological effect of the whole crew shutting down and killing each other.
How many minutes of the first episode you watch? You know a lot, but I imagine you just read it up after.
So anyway, it's based on a real show.
A real show?
The show is based off of a real show that happened in real life. If you can believe that, it's wild.
Oh, I believe it. Speaking of show, in our last episode, it was our first episode.
It was our last episode, but it was our first episode.
It was our first episode where we were live on multiple platforms.
Ah, yes.
And we're on multiple platforms today as well.
Good.
And our episode that was uploaded to YouTube was blocked.
Oh shit! Why?
Because of
we were talking about the Krabby Patty?
No, not the Krabby Patty. Because of your Pokemon story.
Oh my god!
Where you were talking about what that thing did to certain individuals. You use the use the R word quite liberally.
Allegedly.
It wasn't even the profanity. It was the R word and the fact that it happens to individuals that are under a certain age.
YouTube.
I don't even want to say any of those words.
YouTube. Can I say something critical about YouTube, or will that get us?
Oh, you could say anything critical about YouTube, but you just can't say those words.
Do you remember when YouTube's motto was "everything by everyone"? Or what was their motto? Something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember it.
It was something.
I wasn't born yet.
Oh, okay. Well, that's because you were just born like last year.
I was born like the year after YouTube came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like 2008.
Oh, yeah. That's why you're so strapping young lad.
It's a good year.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a good year to be born.
Oh, sorry. It was broadcast yourself.
Yeah.
That was it. Broadcast. Yeah. And I broadcasted myself.
You did.
And they didn't like it.
Well, you can't just broadcast anything. There's certain things you can't, I guess you can't talk about at all on YouTube. So now the options to get that episode live are to either delete the whole episode, which wouldn't make it go live, or to trim out that whole section, I guess.
I guess you got to trim out that whole section.
The warning was matters of the heart, which at first I was confused about because I was like, I don't remember us talking about matters of the heart.
I don't remember us talking about heartbreak and how you got to listen to a lot of country music after somebody breaks your heart.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
We didn't talk about heartbreak, Hugo.
No. Matters of the heart, but then the time it gives you a timestamp of when it happened, the thing that got you took the episode down, and I watched it, and that's what it was. It was that Pokemon story.
Well, you can watch the uncensored episode on our Patreon. I
guess that's what Patreon's gonna have to come in.
We're gonna put it in too hot for YouTube.
The full episodes,
yeah,
without any censorship.
Too hot for YouTube, man. It's an amazing episode. You should go check it out.
Yeah, I mean, you should, because you need to know about this Pokemon story.
It's important, or it was important last week, and now it's not important anymore.
No, we're not going to talk about it. But that episode, at first, somebody told me they couldn't comment, and then I went to go check it out, and it was like, it's just not up at all. And it would have just been like, it would have been, and we also had some like music copyright claims against us.
Oh no, the royalty-free music that we play.
It's not royalty free. It's just we have a license for the copyright, but you're supposed to whitelist the channel.
Oh,
and I didn't whitelist our channel. So I whitelisted some other channel that we work with, but not that one. And so it's fine though. I just have to submit some claims and disputes, and then edit out your fucking story.
Oh man, you can't. This is freedom of speech, Hugo. You're trampling on my freedom of expression. All right,
rutabaga. You can't say rutabaga.
And I, for one, will not stand by this. I'm taking this to the High Court.
No, it's the R word that ends with E. The High Court of Gondor.
Yeah,
they don't acknowledge men there.
Bro, they acknowledge horse people there. That's Gondor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the horse riders.
The horse riders.
Oh, man, I just found out, actually. Did you know that the main horse rider is also Billy Butcher from The Boys, and also Judge Dredd from Dredd, and also his name is Carl Urban?
Wow.
Yeah, the horse lord. The main one?
Yeah.
Not the king, but his cousin, his nephew or whatever.
I didn't know
Carl
that.
Urban.
Carl Urban.
Yeah.
Hey, we have to say a quick hello to everybody in the chat today.
Oh, hello, everyone in chat.
Hello,
That's
John.
it. It's done.
Hello, Chimumu. Hello, Sean. Welcome back, Sean. We missed you last week.
Yeah, I bet you were doing something important.
Sean was the one that told me that he couldn't comment. I guess he wanted to put
he wanted to watch the episode because he was so busy. That's what he was doing.
He was a busy man.
You know what he was busy doing? Sending me cat videos on Instagram.
It's got to keep your algorithm fixed.
Can you believe that Sean is sending me cat videos on Instagram?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I asked him, what are you, getting a cat? He said, no, man. I'm not a coward like that. Well, he didn't use the word coward. He used a mean word that could get us, demonetized, but I'm not going to repeat it over here.
I don't think that R word would get us demonetized. It's the other R word.
Okay, he didn't say that, but are you sure? Because that's a bad word to use now too, Hugo.
It is bad, but I don't.
We should just have an episode where we talk about all the bad words that you can't use on TV. It'll be great. And we'll thoroughly discuss why everyone is wrong for not allowing us to use those words.
Yeah. Well, in real life they can, just not in the media.
Not in our show.
Not on our show.
And our show is our show.
Yeah. Our giveaway is going to be a ticket, a first class ticket, flights to Toronto.
Yes.
To be a guest on our show.
Yes.
And
by first class, we mean first class in the luggage department.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the puppies and other pets.
Well, actually, they're in the heated platform. We'll probably put you in the air conditioned one that's below that.
What?
Yeah, the puppies and the pets. They go in like a separate one from all the baggage.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I always thought they didn't. I always thought they just threw them with the regular baggage.
No, man. Your baggage is actually like totally exposed to the elements.
I mean, that makes sense. That's why they're worried about batteries and stuff down there too, I guess.
Yeah, like it because there's a chance it can like explode.
So animals have their own compartment.
They have their own heated compartment.
Oh, good.
Because your luggage is actually just like there's nothing insulating it. So when you get it, you'll notice that it is colder. Like if you ever like just grab your luggage, you'll notice it's really fucking cold. It's because it's been flying in like,
it always takes like
20.
half an hour to get from the airplane, so I think it's warmed up by the time I get it.
No,
at least at Pearson.
Yeah.
Yeah, they take their sweet ass time with it. They got to make sure all the dogs have a little sniff at your luggage. Make sure you're not bringing in any Scottish blood sausages or anything like that. But that's okay. They'll just ask you politely if you're bringing it in.
That was my mistake.
Uh-huh.
The dogs didn't sniff the sausages.
Mm-hmm.
I just was too damn honest.
You sure?
Black pudding. It was English black pudding.
Oh, okay.
What a sad waste. They just tossed it out in front of me.
Oh, man.
They're like, what? It's cooked with blood.
They didn't even do like a cool little whoop. Kobe.
It's Kobe sausage now. But yeah, so we'll be clean.
Yeah, I guess.
And so when you win your first class ticket, or like Jono said, it's most likely would be locked 12 hours in a Greyhound bus. You arrive here and you have to be media trained to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Certain words you won't be able to say.
Yep.
And certain topics you won't be able to cover.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech. Yeah. But
when you're on our show.
On our show, it's a very clean show.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best. It's the biggest.
We have the best shows, the biggest shows, the cleanest topics.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. You're gonna love it. It's the best shows.
It is. And speaking of that, Trump, we have to reveal your Halloween costume.
I hope you voted for one of the 7 polls that were open for that friggin' election. And if you did vote like 3 weeks ago, sorry, your vote doesn't count because it was replaced by another fucking poll.
You just gotta keep voting.
Imagine I voted twice, Hugo, on 2 separate polls. At least tell me one of those votes was counted.
Yeah, you voted on the third and most important poll.
Uh-huh.
Everybody voted on the third and most important poll because I was hounding everyone, and everyone was like, I already voted.
Well, you didn't vote for the real poll, which is the one that opened 2 polls after the one that you voted for.
Look, we had a lot of votes, and so I think it's a pretty decisive decision. And also, it was the same one at every single poll, so it's the real winner.
Real deal.
It's the real winner. Can we highlight our Discord for a minute so we can look at the poll and reveal? Oh, wait. Before you do that, though, no. Go to the polls.
Pokemon Go to the polls.
Let's go to the polls. Not those polls that you're thinking.
Hugo, you got a Pokemon Go to the polls.
We're not talking about Pokemon anymore. Okay, it's bad juju.
No. Oh, come on.
Are you surprised? Ian Malcolm, it is.
Oh man. Okay.
Well,
I think
that's the best one.
I think I have a pair of sunglasses.
You can do it.
That's the best.
You have to deal with the hair somehow.
How am I gonna do the hair?
Just curl it up.
I don't have a curler.
Gel or hairspray.
Oh God.
Little hairspray.
I can do your hair.
Yeah.
I got you, boo.
I got you. Wait till you
hair
see
and
mine.
makeup.
Mine
We're
is
gonna be all set.
Very crazy.
Are you gonna be the T-Rex that fucking throws me through the toilet? Is that gonna be your costume?
Yeah, but with hair, with long hair, that's gonna be spiked up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna.
Oh, you're gonna be the lead singer of Offspring.
Yeah,
but you gotta have the frosted tips.
I'm not frosting the tips.
You gotta frost your tips, Hugo.
I'll just put little yellow elastic bands.
No, you got to frost the tips. You got to go all out on the early 2000s styles. All right.
That would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
I think the Thanksgiving turkey T-Rex is better.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll try to get my best black pants and black shirt that I'm gonna unbutton, and I need to get a gold chain. You know.
Yeah, you could
go
do
off
it.
the goodness.
I think it's gonna be awesome, man. Oh, man. You're gonna have everyone swooning.
Okay, when are we doing this costume reveal? It's less than a week then, isn't it? Because we're doing it on the Wednesday.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're doing it on the Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh man, why couldn't you people vote for fucking Harry Potter? God damn.
This is exactly why.
Not wear anything but a black shirt and
okay.
Black
How
pants.
about you just get this picture and then you just superimpose my head on it, and there you go. There it is, and then you just have that.
It's not the same thing.
You can't go as like old Bloom either, Goldblum either. You have to go as Ian Malcolm. Remember, you're not Jeff Goldblum. You're Ian Malcolm.
Oh my God, he redid it. Yes. He still got it.
Oh man.
Good for him. Love that.
Okay.
He does still got it.
I don't know. I can't really do like.
Do you have any like black overcoat, like a leather jacket, or even a suit coat?
A black leather jacket? I don't think so.
Well,
I think I have a black shirt. I
have one if you need to borrow one.
I think I'll check my closet to see what I got.
And it's a small one because it's from when I used to be able to fit into it.
All right. Well, I guess like the glasses I have still work, probably.
Yeah.
All right.
The glasses are perfectly fine. You literally don't need to change that at all. His kind of like they're the ones where they get a little darker in the sun, but you don't need to have that.
I'm not getting transitions.
You literally just need black pants, some sort of belt, whatever cool belt you got, black shirt.
What kind of
you do need to put a little little curlingness action going on in your hair. So a little hairspray to keep it up is good.
I got you.
Okay.
You're gonna come over early and I'm gonna
Yeah. All right. Emily's gonna glam me up a bit. I got to shave. I got
So do you have a different costume for the party?
Yeah, I got a different costume for the party.
What are you going after that?
That's a surprise, Hugo.
Okay, I guess we'll have pictures of it.
Yeah.
We'll have pictures of it on the episode. I'm excited to see that. Is it one of the other options?
It's a surprise, Hugo. What part of surprise don't you understand, man? Jeez.
I can pry.
Oh, yeah. Cham Yum puts up a good point. Can we show nips on the podcast? Or will that get censored?
No, you can show nips. Especially if you're breastfeeding.
Oh, that's okay now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Especially if you're educating on how to breastfeed, you can show the whole frontal.
You can show the whole breast.
And that's like a workaround that some people have been employing.
Wow. Because apparently this one dude put up a video on how to properly urinate, but he didn't even have like a real dong. He just had a drawing of a dong with like pee coming out of the dong, and YouTube demonetized it and took it down for that.
I should specify not full frontal, just the upper frontal.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not We're so going to get demonetized.
Yeah.
Well, we're not even monetized. We're going to just not get... we're not even going to be able to have anything up on the channel.
I mean, we're lucky that Twitch is still allowing us to show on here.
I know there was no problem with Twitch. They're just like, yep, it's all gravy.
You can say all the bad R words you want.
Good job. Do it again.
All right.
But yeah, we have a video of a Drasko dancing. Out this time, he went outside the office building. For his little dance break. It's pretty good. Oh, don't play this whole thing though, because it does have copyright music for sure.
So you just hit the volume button.
Yeah, hit the volume button.
Hit the volume button. That's
on.
Stop it!
You gotta break the copyright.
Look at him go.
Yep, there I am on my 4th coffee break.
Man, you dance awesome.
Man, I wish I could dance like that.
For real, me too, honestly.
I just wish I could dance.
Yeah, but that's next level. That's not just being able to dance.
That's dancing well.
And I didn't realize his whole page is just him
dancing,
grooving out.
Well, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm proud of this guy's got something that he can feel good about.
I just his facial expressions kill me.
Yeah.
Because for the most part it's very unanimated.
Yeah, he's just doing his job. That's it. He's a regular salary man. Which is a word in Japan. They have a word for these people. They're called salary men. Where they just go to their jobs, do their jobs to earn money, and that's it. That's what they do.
I mean, yeah. How different is it than the salarymen that exist here?
Over there, I guess it's more of like the culture of this is something you got to do. So even if it is like a shitty job, you still get in there and do your best. Whereas over here, people have this whole like silent quitting phenomenon where they just like don't bother.
Yeah, it's silent quitting.
Silent quitting. It's like, I'm not quitting. I hate my job, but I'm just, taking 8 coffee breaks throughout the day. Yeah.
I like to call it working my wage.
Ah.
My effort is directly proportional to how much I'm paid. Works
that's
well.
Nice.
That's
nice.
Basically it.
But then doesn't that mean that like everyone is just then entitled to a pay increase? Because, your job is so difficult.
Everyone is entitled to a pay increase. So everyone is getting underpaid.
Yeah.
Except for the billionaire
assholes.
Executive team and the CEOs.
Yeah, that's true.
Why do we need them?
Why do we need them?
What do they do? Get them out of there.
My company just introduced our new head of HR.
Head of HR?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like...
I guess you need a head of HR.
What the hell does the HR department even do?
Well, they make sure that the company stays good.
On the inside.
Just one thing to be clear is definitely that the HR department is not on your side.
I know they're not.
Everybody always thinks that it's like
I'm going to HR. They're going to defend me. No, they're not. They're here to defend the company's interest because the company pays them.
Yeah, who pays them? Do you?
No.
They're not here to protect you.
They're here to protect the company.
It's always the funniest thing when people, will think like, oh, I'm going to go to the HR and get this sorted. But I mean, it's their best interests are in protecting the company. But I did laugh at salarymen.
Yeah.
Jono's salarymen. Don't become a salaryman.
Salaryman. No, be a salaryman. Celery is healthy. Eat more celery, people.
It's not.
Is it that healthy? It is.
What does it do?
It's full of water.
Okay. We live in Canada. There's water everywhere. I'm drinking water right now.
Not anymore, Hugo. The government is selling your water
to who?
To private interests.
Ohio?
They got a pipeline running from Canada all the way into one certain sink of Ohio.
Here you go, Mr. President.
That's where
fresh Canadian water.
That's where the president lives.
Oh, in the secret hideout, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Located under a cornfield.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You ever watch that movie with John Goodman? It was the Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
It's really good
because I never watched the original Cloverfield.
It's set in the Cloverfield universe, but it's not at all like the other Cloverfield.
The Cloverfield extended universe.
Yeah, you don't need to watch the first one to watch the second one.
That's fine.
You think I'm lying to you?
Mm-hmm. What? Yeah. I value your opinion.
What?
He's not listening.
Nope.
He ain't listening.
No. Sorry, I was on my 9th coffee break of the day.
All right. Well, when you were out there on your 9th coffee break of the day, how did the weather feel?
Oh, man. Do we have a weather report for you guys today?
Tell me about it.
Okay, so today's weather is fucking confusing, man, because now it's getting colder. Last week it was hot. Now it's fucking cold. And next week it's going to be fucking hot again.
Yeah, it's messed up.
That's what I don't like about the weather this week.
Oh, I guess we're also going right into the news.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was up there for a second ago.
Well, I mean, the weather is part of the news, so...
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's getting cold again. Except for this guy. He's fucking on fire.
Look at him.
Vincent Charlemagne. Wow.
First of all, he won the lottery with that name.
Uh-huh.
Vincent Charlemagne. That's a royal name if I ever heard one.
Vincent.
French royalty.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Vincent.
And then this guy has won the lottery 3 times in his life.
Following 30 million and 1 million.
He won 100 grand just now, which is little compared to his 30 million win before that and $1 million before that.
Wow, this dude won 3 lotteries.
If you won the lottery 3 times, you too could wear a hat like that and get away with it. Look, he knew he was going for his lottery photo because you got to take a photo and they're going to, blast it out to the media because they want to make sure people know that they're actually giving away the money. And this is how he decided to go, oh, I just realized. I thought he was wearing a tank top, but that's a sweater.
Yeah.
It's a full-on sweater. Thought it was like some tank top that was all the way down.
His skin was like changing color.
Well, I didn't realize it almost looks like his skin.
Wow.
But anyway, I mean, he looks awesome. If I won the lottery 3 times,
it looks like he's annoyed that you're getting me out of bed for 100,000.
He has a hangover. That's why he's wearing sunglasses. He partied like crazy the night before.
Yeah.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I mean, at that point, yeah, you fucking can. And do you really need to wait until you're a retiree to win the Dude, I can't even win a burger in McDonald's Monopoly.
It's so true.
My question is, why is he still playing after the 30 million?
I mean, I read the comments to that one, and it's like, why wouldn't he? That's why he's won 2 more times, is because he kept playing.
God.
And I agree with that.
How do you win the Lotto 3? Okay, so do you need to be a fucking retiree in order to win?
Can we go to, is there another picture of him? Somebody said something about his outfits getting simpler as he got wealthier. No, yeah, there. Oh, there we go. There we go.
So 30 million, 1 million.
2013. He still went with the sunglasses, but
he won 30 million first.
Yeah.
In 2013, and then he continued playing the lottery, won another $1 million, and then he won.
And just 3 years later, another 100 grand.
Yeah, why the hell are you complaining? His outfit became more simplistic the more wealthy he gets. He's so fucking
They're not
rich.
Complaining. They're saying that notice how
his outfit becomes more simplistic as he gains more
the
wealth.
real rich people don't feel the need to brag about their clothing. It's poor people that often do.
So you're saying in the first photo that he was poor and now he feels like, you know what?
Well, he might not have been poor, but I think also he's just like, all right, now I'm going to look real cool. The first time, I mean, I think he's trying to look cool in every one of them, though. It's unfortunate that he had to be wearing the mask for the photo in the 21 one, but at least it's a cool Jamaican mask. I think he rocks it in all of them. Good for you, Vincent. If you want to sponsor our episode or this podcast
or my life,
come over. We'll talk about what you've done with your life since then. How has it affected it? Have real friends come your way? Have fake friends come your way?
Have all the relatives that you haven't heard of in like 15 years suddenly crawled out of the woodworks like the roaches they are and started asking for money.
That's what I imagine would happen, if you won the lottery. You just get all these people that never paid you any mind. And they're all, suddenly they're like, hey, how you been, man? I just wanted to check in on you. I haven't heard you in the news or anything, but just want to make sure you're doing okay. I had a dream about you last night and just wanted to find out that you're doing okay. Are you doing okay?
Have you seen that Netflix documentary about people who won the lottery and how miserable their lives become afterwards?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I saw that.
They're just like...
That's why Jono's idea is the right idea.
What?
Just 10% of your winnings. all your relatives killed.
Unalived.
Unalived.
Oh man. You just cast a Vara Kedavra on all of them. that's what we call it.
If you won the lottery, this is a question for both of you. Would you be the type to suddenly feel, less stress in your life and be happier, and to be like kind of quiet about your winnings and continue working, just living a normal life? Or would you be the type to like immediately not even show up to work, quit your job?
Oh man.
Brag about it, tell everybody you won.
So I fantasize about this a lot. And I'm torn between just like sending an email to my boss to say, "Hey, I quit." Or just showing up to work and like just shitting on the floor. And then just like
So you'd make sure you'd get fired.
Oh, there's no going back after that.
No.
Like,
there's no.
I'm making sure that like I'm going out of there. It's gonna be like everyone's gonna be talking about it. Like I wouldn't like just leave the shit and then walk out. I would just like shit on the floor and then drag my ass on the carpet just to accentuate how little I care.
Wait, well, would they at this point know that you won the lottery? And that's
I wouldn't tell them. I wouldn't tell them. I would just show the drop trowel and go. That's it. So I don't know which one will be better, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd do that, but Emily, what would you do?
I would take for sure like some time off after winning. Definitely buy a house. Like that would be my first priority, is to buy a house, and probably take like a couple months off, go on a trip. And then I would go back to work though. Although like if I didn't have to work, I'd probably just do my job part-time and then do other fun things the rest of the time. But I think I'd get bored if I didn't work at all.
Yeah. I think you got a good point there. I think even if you do like win the lottery, you need to have something. Like it can open up the ability for you to like explore hobbies or something productive. Like, you could get really into like, I don't know, building model train kits or like beekeeping or like, I don't know, learning how to sew. But I think still like you need to have some kind of order in your life to do something. So maybe you can get a job that has like the least amount of responsibility and like the most amount of like you could just give your shift away, like working part-time in like a fast food place or something where it's like this, like you just don't have to like do anything. You don't have to compete with anyone. And it's like, if they fire you, it's like, okay, whatever.
It's easy to say that now, but when you're actually there on the floor working and you have to like clean disgusting messes off of those bathrooms, then like you'd quit instantly because you'd be like, why am I here? I can go do anything else. I for sure wouldn't hold some meaningless job if I was a millionaire after winning the lottery.
All right, so what job would you hold then?
I probably would just continue to not, to be kind of like a freelancer. I'd have more time to work on like my art, my projects, my little video editing stuff, and more time for content stuff. I wouldn't quit that. Like I would be able. I think if I won the lottery, it'd be great because then I could like not worry about the financial side of things, and I can go all in on like just creating content, like and just creating, like working on this show, for example, and the other things I do for YouTube and other. Just I'd be able to do all of that without worrying about money. So I wouldn't. If I worked in an office, I might continue for a bit. Because assuming I didn't hate everyone there and didn't hate working there, because then I do think that like if you have a job that drives you mad,
looking at you, Jennifer, what's the word? Who's that name that people hate now? It's not Jennifer.
Jessica.
Looking at you, Jessica.
You don't even know a Jessica. Calm down,
bro. All right.
I think it would take away the edge when you're rich, like because like suddenly there is no pressure to do well. You don't care about it as much. And so as long as you work with people you like, then I think suddenly it would actually be a lot more enjoyable because it's like, I'm not worried about the finances anymore.
You can work in the mail room.
Wherever there's your friends,
I mean, you can fuck around a lot in the mailroom. I used to work in a mailroom. I had a lot of fun in there because you just like fuck around with people. You just get the chill dude to hang out with, and we just like sorting letters all day. You're like, yeah. And then you're just like, look at this guy's fucking handwriting. He's a dipshit. Putting you at the bottom of the pile.
Where did you work in the mailroom? Like, do those exist anymore?
Yeah. When I was working for, what was it? I was working as a collections officer for the Toronto courts, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah.
I had a part-time job. Well, I had a job there for like 3 months. And yeah, we had a mailroom and people would send in fucking like paying their parking tickets and paying speeding tickets. This one dude, he sent in a check for his speeding ticket, and then he sent in a handwritten letter saying how upset he was that the officer pulled him over and gave him a ticket when he was clearly in the right of way, and how broken and corrupt the police are, and the only reason he's paying is because he needs to work all the time, and that he cannot afford not working that day because it would cost him more money to fight this ticket rather than just pay it. I mean, and he wrote that out in like a 2-page front and back letter, and me and the guy who were opening it were like, okay, just fucking throw it out. And like, it didn't even get to anyone who would have changed it or read it or like thought about how the system was like levied unfairly against people. It just made it into the hands of a dude who was there for a 3-month contract and who was probably very hungover from drinking the night before. That was it.
Well, that kind of eliminates our faith in the judicial system even
more. Man, anyone who works in those fucking, like, if you're there and you're upset at the city or nobody there cares. Nobody there cares. Anyone who's working in like the DMV or Service Ontario or any like government or municipal services, they do not give a shit. They are literally just there to fill in the hours, get their fucking money, put in the years to get their pension, and then just go home. They do not care about what your problem is. They do not care about why you were speeding or what that you were cut off or whatever. They don't care.
I mean, why would they?
Why would they? You want to change that, you got to go to a judge.
That's not even a payment issue. No. If you paid them 5 times more, they still wouldn't care.
No, it's not like you give me like, double the worth and it's just like, okay, yeah, I guess we can like change everything for you. Like, no, it's like, they don't.
If you worked, using fast food as an example, I think a lot of times kids say like, well, I don't care because I'm not paid enough. And they're not paid enough.
They're paid minimum wage. Like, they're paid like $12 an hour.
Well, no, it's more than that now, but it isn't a lot, and it certainly isn't enough to live off of. But the argument is, well, their kids are still at home. It's enough money for them. Mm-hmm. But, that all goes out the window when you have adults working those jobs.
Yeah.
And then they do need it to live off of it because, maybe their education didn't take them anywhere. Mm-hmm. And, it's not that they're not educated, but it's just their education ended up not taking them anywhere. Mm-hmm. And then is it fair that they're working for minimum wage? But anyway, that's not where I was going with this. I was going to say, if you were to pay a fast food worker like 6 times more, and like pay them $100 an hour.
Right.
Do you think they'd suddenly care?
No.
They still wouldn't care.
No.
They'd be more careful to not lose their job. But they still wouldn't care about you or as a customer.
The presentation of the food or anything.
The bathrooms being cleaner. Like, it still would come down to like that kind of thing would still come down to just leadership and proper management and ultimately the employees themselves, whether they decide to care or not.
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm saying is, if you're the type of person that wouldn't care, that truly doesn't care about people and like the quality of your work and what you output, because I believe like if you should be proud of your work no matter how much you're getting paid, no matter what you're doing, whether you think you're above it or below it. Like, I feel like there's a lot more satisfaction to be held and taken if you are proud of what you're doing, regardless of what the job is. But anyway, if you paid those people like that have those jobs a lot more, they're still not going to give a damn. I can see myself working at like, if I was still working at Blockbuster, for example, like it's not, I care. I actually enjoy talking to customers there, but there are some things that like, I was just like, I don't care. Blockbuster's not a good example because I actually love that job. I think that the next job where I was like working at like a cable service company, that's where it was like I just got so fed up with people telling me that Rogers robbed them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
you guys, you fucked me on this last bill.
like,
I shouldn't be paying
they
this
didn't
much.
rob you. You just didn't understand the bill. And now it comes as a surprise to you.
Mm-hmm.
Although, like, back then, cell phone companies did have some shisty business maneuvers, like charging for data, for example.
Yeah.
Early days where people had
Yeah.
100 megabytes
Yeah.
for a month,
Yeah.
and then they had 500 megabytes to a month. It wasn't that hard to go over, and then there were no limits. Like that, you could just. They would in the beginning. They wouldn't even send you a text to say, "Hey,
You're over the limit.
You're over the limit."
You just have to monitor yourself.
Yeah, you had to be monitoring it yourself. Like,
And there's no like, and in those old phones, there's no like real way to track how much data you're
it was a
using.
pain in the neck.
Nowadays, you can set up a reminder on your fucking phone,
You
and
can,
it's
but,
like,
but nowadays
it's unlimited data anyway. It doesn't fucking
it's
matter.
not unlimited. But now, well, on phones, it's not unlimited. But they will turn off your data or throttle it
Yeah.
once you reach a certain amount, and they won't charge you unless you say, "Please continue to charge me.
I want the
I need
unthrottled.
the data."
Yeah.
So I think that's a lot better now than it used to be. But you know, I did get to the point where I was like, I don't care. Like, it's not my fault. You're an idiot, and you didn't care to familiarize yourself with the fucking bill and the terms of this agreement. Anyway.
I just want to see you there because I've seen you at that store. I've seen you there. And it was just like, I would give anything to like be walking by to just have you say, "I don't care, you're a fucking idiot."
Yeah,
I would give anything.
If I won the lottery and I was still working there, and then my there was reason for my temper to go up, I would have no reason to hold it back anymore. Because I'd be like, ultimately, you need to hear this, and I don't care if I'm fired because I'm a millionaire.
You're a fucking idiot. That's just like the way it is.
Which
man.
contradicts my argument that you should be proud of what you do, regardless of what you do. That only works until you're pissed off.
Right then and there.
If anything makes you angry, of course you're not going to be proud of what you're doing anymore.
No, definitely not.
What did the audience say about that? About what they do if they won the lottery?
Oh man.
Got to stay hungry.
Yeah.
I would not live more extravagantly, but I'd eat some more good food.
Okay, so that's something I really want to do when I win the lottery. I just want to find like a restaurant and just slowly go through everything on the menu within like
Just one restaurant?
well, okay, a really nice restaurant. Somewhere they
all of them.
Hugo is my fucking fantasy, all right? Settle down. Okay. All right? I will go to a nice restaurant and I would eat everything on the menu. Not in one sitting, but like over the course of like a week.
Mandarin.
I just go, bro, you're a millionaire, all right? Just go to a restaurant and you have something there for like lunch or breakfast and then lunch and then dinner. And you just like, and they'll come to know you. Like every day you're coming in, you're like, yeah, I want this for breakfast. And they make you like a breakfast. And then like you come in a few hours later for lunch and make you lunch. Then you come in for dinner. And then you try everything on the menu. And just when like the owner's there and he's like shaking your hand, you're like, you finish your last thing on the menu. All right, guys, take care. And he's like, oh, thanks, buddy. See you soon. And you're like, yep. You never come back again because you tried everything on the menu. And that's it. And then you're just gone.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah. Well,
They'd be like, "Oh, what happened to our little Drasko?"
Oh, that's his problem. I got other restaurants to go and try.
You're just next door.
Just going next door
Hey, we never saw you anymore. They go in there.
and just like ignore them. I'd like a
Do
table.
I know you?
I'd
No,
like a table away.
Knowing you just wouldn't know them. You'd be like, "Excuse me, who are you?"
I'm trying to eat my lunch here, sir. Please. So don't make me ask security to throw you out.
I've never seen you, heard of you in my life before. I'm the owner at Tsugo over there next door. Like, who? What?
Hugo? Never heard of him.
Those are words I've never even mouthed before.
Sounds like a poor person.
Please
if you ask me.
get out of here. I'm trying to get through everything on this menu. You're like 400 pounds at this point.
But that's what I want to do. I just want to go to a restaurant and like try and eat everything on the menu, not try everything on the menu.
It's the gamer in you. You know, you got that.
I got a completionist lifestyle now, Hugo. I gotta
get everything.
I gotta get everything.
I've never been to a restaurant and seen the menu as like a challenge, like an objective list.
Yeah, you gotta be. And the fucking craziest part about it is you go to one of those restaurants that change the menu.
Oh no.
Oh man, you gotta keep coming back until you take it all off.
Poor bastard.
That's
Hugo, what's your lottery winning plan?
yeah.
You didn't say.
I did kind of say I would put all my time in it, just like
Oh,
do my
yeah.
heart. Like I would literally just
Doing my spiral
I just wouldn't
graphs.
have to worry about things anymore. You know, I'd do my spiral graphs, do my little pictures of aliens. I'd do more video. I'd just be shooting video. I'd buy all the gear and like make videos about all the gear I wanted to make.
Hugo would finally have the time to put up all those old photos on Facebook.
All the old photos.
Finally, he has the time for it.
You know, I think the biggest thing that I'd be able to do with that money, because what holds me back is just not having a team to support me in doing what I'm trying to do. If I had 30 million, then I would put like, you know, a couple $100,000 a year to paying people to
put
edit,
photos on Facebook.
put photos on Facebook, you know, like write scripts. Just I would have like a whole team, right? Like doing that kind of thing, uploading videos, creating the shorts. That's the stuff that really holds me back. Is just
would you like make a bunch of movies that are just like for yourself to watch? You wouldn't like release any of them? Would you just kind of like have them?
No, I think like
do your own like personal project movies?
Doing a short film would definitely be on the table, and even a feature. But I would definitely start with a short because I think that just doing a feature right off the bat, I think it'd be crazy. But it would be something I'd always want people to watch. I have no interest in making something only for me to watch. I think like part of me, like what I want to do is with wanting other people to see it. Like this is why we're doing this live, and then it's also with the intention of like people liking it. So I would never do something where it was like just for me. It's like I don't care if nobody likes it. This is my taste. Like Francis Ford Coppola in Megalopolis, or Todd Phillips in Joker 2,
or George Lucas.
Yeah. Did George Lucas really not care? I think he wanted people to like it.
Well, he wanted people to like him, but he was always saying that like he wanted to do his own movies that were like away from Star Wars. And so like a big thing was like people were asking just like, man, what are you gonna do like when you sell Star Wars? And he's like, oh, I'm finally gonna do all the movies that I've always wanted to do, you know. But he never fucking did them. He never made a single movie after fucking Star Wars.
Why? You had all the money, and the clout. You could do whatever the hell you want. You're George Lucas. Literally anything that guy wanted to do, at least for the first couple of times.
I think he's like
until the flops caught up to him.
I think he was just afraid of like people laughing at him again, because like he made the Star Trek, and like he finally got the prequel series, and he was like, this is mine, I'm gonna do what I always wanted to do with it. Whereas like the first original trilogy, other people had their hands in it, and it wasn't really his vision. And now it was his vision, and this is finally to tell the story that he wanted to tell, how he wanted to tell it. And everybody was either like laughing at him, or they're just like, yeah, they're not as good as the originals. And now he's just like, oh, you guys, you don't deserve my real work.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's always, everyone's going to take criticism differently, right? You know, you could either kind of take it on the chin and move forward and figure out what to listen to, what not to. But I do think George Lucas probably would be that type to just be angry that people didn't understand his vision. It's like, no, dude, like if nobody understood it, then maybe it's not them. Maybe it's you. Like I would understand that because people are like not that different. I mean, everyone's unique, but like at the end of the day,
we all like a cohesive story.
There's going to be enough people to like certain sensibilities, right? Like sci-fi is loved by a lot of people, but not by everybody. That's, you know, people are unique that way. But like fucking everybody loves sci-fi almost.
Yeah.
And if you mess it up to the point where nobody likes it, or almost nobody likes it, maybe it's on you. I saw this like stupid, like if you're on Instagram, you always get these ads targeted towards you. No matter what you search, you get these ads where it's like, I need 10 people to start a team, and I'm going to make you 10x whatever thing you're growing on.
Those are the ads you get?
Well, for me, it's always like content like creators, right? So it's always like videography or photography.
You turned on those personalized ads, huh?
No, man, it's just they get me anyway.
Oh, you know? Wow.
And one of them was this company. It was a videographer that was like, I used to be a videographer and I scaled my company up to $100,000 a month.
Wow.
And now I decided to share that knowledge with you because I feel like everyone should know how to do that. And I'm looking for 10 individuals to join my new academy. Just respond with power or some stupid shit like that.
This video will only be up for the next 2 hours because of how exclusive these spots are, and we can't have it running too far.
Exactly.
Like I saw an ad like that on YouTube, and it was like, I can show you how to expand your channel, increase market growth, get ads and subscribers from people you didn't even know you possibly can. But there's limited space available for this seminar, so we can only run this ad for the next hour. So you have to watch and you have to go register right now.
Get your knowledge. Remember Ty Gomez? Ty Gomez. Ty Lopez.
Ty Domi.
Knowledge. He was pretty much in the same scam. He didn't originate it. These scams have been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I know.
In the comments, there was something that he was saying that like, I'll show you how to like do this one thing specifically in video making better, and nobody understood what he meant.
Hate it.
And then like, you know, people were commenting, it's like, do you think that if nobody, because he was responding to everybody saying like, no, that's not what I meant, that's not what the video is about, this is what it's about, or, like, you guys are missing the point. And it's like, well, you as this videographer that's trying to tell people how to be better videographers and scale their videography business to $100,000 a month, you would think that you would know how to get a video that explains the point you're trying to properly. And I think it's on you if nobody's getting it. There's no point trying to defend that.
No, man, people just didn't understand the genius of his work. That was the issue.
Yeah, but it'd be cool. Back to the lottery thing. It'd be really cool to like make a movie, put it out there. If it sucked, well, at least, you know, it was lottery winnings anyway. Yeah. But hopefully it would be a good movie, and then that could start a career just because of having money.
Yeah. You know. Or you can like open like this new like not a cinema genre, but you could probably do like some kind of like cheap, low budget slasher like flicks or something just very pulpy and gory and just like an excuse to get boobs out on screen.
Nah, that wouldn't be what I'd do. I'd do like some paranormal haunted type of horrors. I do like horror movies and horror things in general.
Well, you know, nudity.
I don't like slashers.
Nudity is often a big thing in horror movies.
Yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't have nudity. I just don't like slashers. It's not that I don't like them. I like watching them, but I just have no passion in like, you know, making my own.
Oh, okay.
It would be the last thing I think I would do. I'd love to do a comedy. I'd love to like do a buddy comedy. I know it's not really like a hot genre anymore, like it used to be. But I still think they're awesome. And then drama like a war movie would be really cool, like a World War II movie. I'd have a big passion doing, and horror.
Would you do
sci-fi too? Like,
would you do a taut political thriller where like the most tense scene is like a dude walking down a hallway, like about to go deliver a document?
Yeah, I'd do that. I think like anything based on a true story, especially like whether it's based on a political story or like a true crime story, I'd love to do that. But I think the thing that I love the most and would have the most fun doing would be cyberpunk, sort of like dystopian, futuristic, retro-futuristic movies. Like Blade Runner is like right up my alley of what I'd like to do.
Elon Musk didn't like Blade Runner 2049.
What the hell does he know about anything?
I don't know.
Like,
I just saw like a post of just like I think somebody was making like an ad for like Tesla, the Cybertruck. Like the new Cybertruck ad, or the Cybercab. Sorry, the Cybercab ad.
Yeah.
And there were like scenes that looked like they were pulled from the Blade Runner movie.
Well, because the Cybercab looks like... Oh, no. Blade Runner was a Total Recall.
Blade Runner.
Oh, okay.
Blade Runner.
Because
the Denis Villeneuve one.
Oh.
Villeneuve.
I thought the cabs looked like the Total Recall cabs.
I don't know.
But anyway.
But yeah, they said like they said that like it looked like an AI generated ad and that it was probably like sourced out from the Blade Runner movies. And then his response was, that movie sucked. And that was his response to the allegation.
I hate when people think that like saying something sucks that they're somehow above it. Like often it's people that if you ask them why, you wouldn't be able to tell you why.
It's just, well, he said that it's a shitty version of the future.
Oh,
that was it.
First of all, that doesn't make it a bad movie. It's not supposed to be like a telling of what our future is going to be.
It's supposed to be a bleak future, you asshole.
That was the point of it.
It's supposed to be miserable where we have to get robots to do shitty jobs. And like,
also, it's like as if you didn't get inspired by those movies when designing the fucking Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Like, even the name Cyber Truck is strictly like
from the cyberpunk genre.
Yeah, exactly. Can we look up this van, the stupid Tesla van?
Cybercab.
Oh, it's not a very, like, it does look like it was inspired by these, like, 80s sci-fi movies.
It does.
So how can you go and say that movie sucked when it's, like, so clear that your designs are being influenced by that?
Yeah.
Granted, he's not the one designing it. He has people doing
Or
it.
naming him.
No, that's the thing.
He's got, like,
He's
a
just
whole
kind of
product team.
He just approves things.
Yeah.
This isn't it, though.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh,
This one here, the second row, that one there, yeah, behind it. That's more what I saw released.
That's the Cybercab.
Yeah. I think it looks cool, and
I don't think it works in today's society.
Yeah. Well, I don't like. The thing is, you would have lots of those, and those, you can stand in them. You could probably fit like 15, 20 people. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like it doesn't work today, of course not.
No.
But in the future, where maybe one way that we deal with congestion is by opting for more of those and less of personal vehicles.
Yeah,
it could work.
I suppose.
If they're self.
I meant more of like you put it in like say Manhattan or something. I think like the style of the car versus the modern style of like architecture and everything else and all the other cars around it will really just kind of like clash, and it just kind of sticks out a little bit too much. That's just something I find like very strange about like the Tesla overall like minimalist design. It just kind of like it does stand
against the architecture.
I mean, not the architecture, but it just like it looks too like not futuristic, but it feels like it belongs in like a different setting. Which I don't know. Maybe that's like the whole idea of it, but I just don't see it.
Jono's saying that the movie can suck and still have good design elements. It's not a contradiction, just because you drew inspiration from it.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
The movie can suck.
He can, but don't just leave it at like that movie sucked. It painted a bleak picture of the future, and I want futuristic movies that paint beautiful pictures of the future.
Yeah.
Don't leave it at that. If his argument was more complex than that, and he said like I didn't like the movie, but I like the design aspects of it.
No, he just said like the movie sucked.
That would be totally fair.
His answer was just the movie sucked.
Because if you just say the movie sucked, it's like you're trying to distance yourself from it.
From the allegations that you like ripped it off.
Exactly. To distance
and that's what
yourself.
He's doing.
Yeah.
That's what that
exactly.
He gave like a very high school answer.
Yeah. No, I didn't. Yeah, exactly.
I didn't copy from
Why
him,
would I copy from the movie if the movie sucks? Dude. Like, what am I, stupid? Do you think I'm a stupid guy? I would never do that.
All right. Well, I'm getting a little bit low on the levy.
Tequila.
Yes, tequila.
Tequila.
Actually, it's just straight vodka.
What? Okay, let's go on break. We'll see you right back in just a few minutes.
Yeah, we're going to take a few minute break. So
get yourself some drinks.
Yes.
Popcorn. What should they get today? Cheddar cheese biscuits.
Get some churros.
Get a Popeye biscuit.
Get some churros.
Churros with lots of cinnamon sugar.
If you like churros, stick around for the second half of our show. It will feature churros.
Coat yourself in churro powder.
Yes.
But don't choke to death on it.
Yes. And be back here in 3 minutes.
4 minutes.
Whatever. Just come back, please.
Please come back.
Please. Enjoy.
Goodbye.
For now.
about the music, Drasko.
Music's still playing.
It's slowly ducking.
Ducking.
Right? Yeah. Ducking underneath your vocals.
Quack.
Quack. It's not a duck. Actually, that is a duck.
Shut up. I know what avians look like.
Aliens?
Avians.
Avians. I thought that was the Alien versus Network. AVN. Alien versus something network. Is that where you're going as?
No.
Alien versus Predator? Is
Halloween.
that what you and your partner are doing?
Oh, yeah. Grace and I are going to dress up as Alien and Predator, and then we're just going to fucking trash whosever house we're invited to. That's,
Drasko, it will go 300 hectares on a single tank of kerosene.
It will.
Put it in H.
You got to put it in H, dog.
Dude,
country
that's why
is
my
this
parents
car
called
from?
me Hugo. They put it in H. I don't know where I'm going with that. All right, let's clear this popsicle stand of Tesla things and provide me with the next news story.
Are we talking about food?
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Oh, you want to talk about food?
I want to talk
We
about
talked
food.
about food a lot last time.
We talk about food. I want to have a follow-up on the food talk.
Did we talk last week about the pork that
The
we were
pork.
going to do?
We
The pork
did.
shoulder
We
picnic?
did. We talked about it. We got some great tips from everyone. We talked about how important it is to have proper fucking cookware. We talked about how important it is to have it cook at a specific temperature, to leave it covered, and put some water in the pan. And now, Hugo, you've come back 1 week later.
This is the food segment.
This is our food segment now. Do you want to tell the world about how the pork shoulder turned out? Oh, and the basting. The basting. Tell us about the bastings.
Yeah, we did follow Drasko's instructions.
And
We did the basting. We put it in at 350. Then we did lower it to 300. But we did the basting every hour or so. And it turned out. It was really good.
it turned out.
The skin was amazing. The thing was, it's huge. We've eaten it, essentially 8 meals out of it, plus like treats for the dog.
Yeah.
And there's still probably more than half of it.
Oh.
But we've done burritos with it. We've done a poutine with it, which was really good. We like cut it up into cubes and then fried it up. Did the fries, did a gravy. So it was like fries, cheese, gravy, pork, and chopped cilantro. It was so good.
And that sounds so.
We did it with
good.
rice and peas. It's good. It was honestly like for how cheap it was too. It's unbelievable because it's so much food, and it's like it's great reheated. You just like give it a heat, like however you want to do it, and it's as good as it was fresh, right? Unlike steak, for example, like, it's never good reheated.
No, steak always just like loses that tenderness like the minute you reheat it.
Yeah,
Pork
exactly.
is-
It gets dry. Like,
Pork is a magical meat.
yeah. Well, at least that kind of pork. Like I feel like pork loins aren't that.
No, like pork chops, like anything with like very like lean
meat,
any lean
the
cuts.
fat.
Yeah, it's the shoulder and it's like the fat and the skin that's on there. It's
Yeah.
now I'm just craving.
I mean,
that
I
meat.
can maybe I'll send a picture to the Discord
Send a picture
so we can see.
so we can all bask in the glory of Hugo's delicious roast.
Bro, it was next level.
Hey, Hugo and Emily.
Oh,
I was basting.
yes.
I basted.
She helped a little bit.
I got the proper cookware.
Nice.
Presents.
Nah, Emily did a lot.
Good, because it's important that the team works together to make the meal happen. The teamwork makes the dream work.
Man, does it ever?
It's
Oh,
important.
oh, and also the Mang Thomas sauce. Almost forgot about that.
The Mang Thomas
The main
sauce.
Mang Thomas sauce
Yes.
was really good too. Actually, I was worried about it not being good.
Because it looked bland as shit.
Um,
It looked like brown sauce.
It's very brown.
It's just this
It
like
smells brown.
Yeah.
Looks brown.
it's just this sad looking sauce.
yeah, that's the thing. It's not visually the nicest,
Appealing, no.
appealing, and then you read the ingredients, and it's like 80% breadcrumbs.
Yep.
But honestly, mixed with the pork and the rice, it was quite good.
Okay, so one thing I should tell you is that the export version of the Mang Thomas is completely different than the domestic Filipino.
Seriously?
So the domestic Filipino version of Mang Thomas actually contains some, I believe it's either pork or beef liver in it. So it gives it more of like a richer taste.
Yeah, I believe that.
So it has a very different taste if you get it from the Philippines than what you get here because of Canadian standards of what you can put in food.
Yeah.
So we just get like an approximation of the flavor.
Yeah, you can't buy like, animal blood.
Yeah.
At stores as
a consumer. You can't bring it across the border either.
No, you definitely can't do that. But you also just can't buy like a bucket of chicken blood or a bucket of cow blood, which is something that like back home I
think there are places. I think there's like some Asian grocery stores that do sell blood.
I don't think they'd be doing it legally. You can buy like all sorts of the meat products like liver and stuff, but you can't just buy straight up raw blood. You can use it for cooking if you're like a wholesaler, if you're making it for a business, but you can't just like go to a store and buy chicken blood. Because a lot of recipes in Portugal, for example, call for chicken blood.
Really?
But you're supposed to, like, obviously those recipes come from a time where you would slaughter a chicken and would have that blood in that process. But, if you don't have a farm and you want to make those recipes, you can go and buy just blood. But here, because of control over for good reasons.
There's probably been a few cases of people mishandling it, not knowing how, and then it gets them sick, and then you can get other people sick.
Or parasites. There's a lot of bloodborne parasites,
Yes.
especially in birds and stuff. But actually, Chamumu saying in the chat that you can buy blood cubed. And that's allowed, apparently.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So not as liquid. So it's like congealed in like a cube of blood, I guess.
Bypassing the proxies. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Very nice. Okay, so can we pull up a picture of this pork? Because, I really want to see a picture of this meat. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
it looks, I gotta say, it looks pretty small from this
angle. Yeah. It's not though. That's a full turkey pan. So that's not a small pan.
Yeah. I saw the pan. It's a big pan.
Yeah. It was a 20-pound thing.
There it is. Oh my God. We got the Mang Thomas. You got the main course there. You got the rice.
10-pound.
And you got the glass full of lemon water right there on the side.
Damn right. Got to get that vitamin C.
And
all per SARS.
One thing I will notice, I see how you didn't clean anything because those coasters in the back are the exact coasters that I was fucking with the night before when I was at your place.
No, man. That's it.
Yeah.
We were hungover
because
making pork.
I see exactly they were stacked in the same way that I was stacking them.
Well, no, we cleaned the table, but like those things stayed on the table.
The centerpiece. That's allowed.
Yes.
Yeah. Can we go back to the big pork?
I prefer this individual cut, but God, it looks so good.
That skin was like phenomenal. I didn't do the greatest job when it was a bit sticky, so when cutting it kind of lifted up on those chunks that are missing.
Yeah.
But man, that's good.
Carrots and onions around. We actually ran out of potatoes, so next time we're gonna do potatoes.
Yeah, and then with the cooking, they really shrank quite a bit.
Yeah,
so we could at first that was full.
Yeah,
it was full of carrots and onions, and we're like, all right, there's plenty. Yeah, but we could have put like twice as much.
Yeah,
it still would have been fine.
You just got to be careful. Like sometimes having too much might change the flavor around a little bit.
Probably.
But holy shit, tell me those onions didn't just melt into butter when you put it on.
Over the rice was so good.
So fucking good.
I can't wait to see that on sale again.
Yeah,
because it was phenomenal and it takes a while in the oven, but you have food for
you've got food for days,
and it's something you can do a lot with. It's not like you have to eat it just with rice every single time.
Yeah.
Like I said, burritos, poutine,
sandwiches,
whatever you want.
You fucking chop it up and put it into your omelet or something. You
can, yeah.
Like whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Pork.
All right, let's go to the Drasko's food adventure.
Oh, well, I gotta say, my food adventure does not live up to what you guys
I'm excited, but unfortunately, Emily's not excited.
I know. Emily took one look at this and she was like, this is awful and it's terrible.
The picture that I saw that I wasn't super jazzed about was this one. Like, what is happening? The meat is tiny. There's so much tomato.
Yeah, the meat, you can't see the meat there, and there's a lot of tomato.
The meat from this angle, it's probably like showing more vegetable. I'm pretty sure the patty is like sliding out a bit more around the back. But yeah, the bun does look like a wrinkly old man's skin. I will say that. However, taste-wise, it's literally just a fucking Whopper. It's literally the same texture, flavor as a Whopper. The only difference between this fucking Wednesday Whopper and the regular Whopper is that this one's purple and it's got the purple fucking seeds, and it comes with a slice of Swiss cheese instead of cheddar cheese.
How is the Swiss in it?
You don't even taste it. You don't even fucking taste it. It just, this fucking Grimace burger just tastes like a regular fucking burger. Yeah.
I mean, I'd still eat it. It's not like they're charging extra for it.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about these.
Okay,
guys.
so the churro fries were actually pretty fucking good. They tasted like really good churros.
Did they give you like a little caramel dip or anything with it?
They gave, in the next photo, they gave us a chocolate dip. And the chocolate dip, like, yeah, all right, Emily, once again, criticizing.
It looks like crude oil.
Yeah, it does look like crude oil, but it is really, it's not bad. It's good chocolate. It's not too sweet. It's not too dark. I think it was a pretty good dipping chocolate to have. The cinnamon sugar they had on there was good. They were warm. They cook them to order. They don't just have a bunch sitting in the fryer waiting for you. They actually cook them when you order them. So you have to order them on the side. They don't come with the meal. It just comes with like the fries and a drink, but you have to get them specially. And they're good churros for what they're worth. Like they don't taste.
Yeah, they look good.
They don't taste like weird. They weren't too oily. They had a nice taste to them, like light and crispy. A little too crispy. Like, I don't know. Like, I thought they were just the right amount. Like, they were decent.
What's about this?
Okay, this shake really fucking disappointed in it.
Wait, but this doesn't come with the meal. This is like
no, this is also on the side, but you can get a shake instead. So really disappointed that it just comes in like this regular ass like Burger King cup. That's the thing with this entire meal. There was no like branding or kind of design on any of the packaging to denote that it was like the Wednesday, the Addams family meal. The Whopper just came in a regular fucking Whopper wrapper. That was sad. It. The churros just came in like the fucking just a French fry container. And this just came in a regular cup container. That's
it. That's such a missed opportunity
for advertising.
Look what Wendy's is doing with the Krabby Patty. Yeah. I mean, not here in Canada because here it's just Ghost Kitchens.
No. Jono says that there was no special branding on the SpongeBob meal.
What the? That's crazy.
No special branding.
Because that's almost all they're doing in the Ghost Kitchens up here is using the branded packaging.
Yeah.
Which at first I was like, man, who cares about that? But no, like honestly, if you're getting that excited about the branding that you saw on TV or online or whatever, and then you just get standard packaging, it's a letdown.
Yeah, it is.
I
was hoping to have just like a cup that had like, you know, Gomez's face or some shit, because this was supposed to be like the Gomez fry, the Gomez churro fries. I don't know whose shake this was. This is like the Morticia cookie. Yeah, it was supposed to be like her shake, but there was nothing. So the problem with this fucking shake is that it was way too fucking sweet, and it was like a chocolate shake. And like what they did is they put chocolate syrup on the bottom, and then they put like the soft serve ice cream over it, and then they just like sprinkled the cookie shit on top. That's it. And there you can see like the sauce on the bottom. They didn't mix it, they didn't swirl it, they didn't do anything with it. They just gave it to you like that with a little spoon on the side. And like the cookies didn't taste like decent fucking cookies. It didn't taste like Oreos. It didn't taste like Kit Kats or anything. They just tasted like fucking crumbly, shitty fucking cookie pieces. And yeah, like it was too much sugar. It was way too fucking sweet. But it wasn't like the good chocolate sweetness. It didn't have like a good mixture of like chocolate and ice cream or anything. It didn't taste like a satisfying shake. You know, it just tasted like very fucking just sweet, like too sweet. And it had like a smooth, like, you know, creamy texture to it, but it wasn't like, there was no cocoa to it. Like there was nothing. It was just like bland, like chocolate. It was like very bland. So very disappointed about the shake. And then just like the last photo is like just the final fucking slap on the balls. Fucking the onion rings are just fucking flobby and fucking disappointing. Like not even crispy, not even cooked well. Just very soggy, very fucking like limp. Just like bleh.
You know, at first I was excited. That burger, I was like, you know, I could do that. I'd be happy to go and have that burger.
The burger
and
on
the
its
churros,
own,
I was about
the burger and the churros, they're fine. Like there's literally no difference between the burger and just the Whopper. There's no different ingredients except for the Swiss cheese instead of cheddar, which you can't even fucking taste the difference between it.
Yeah.
Other than that, it still has like the mayo and the ketchup and the lettuce and the pickle and the onion and the tomato. But yeah, that was it. And the purple bun, which didn't taste any different. It just had like maybe like a little like starchier like texture to it, probably because it's made of like potatoes or something.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like the burger and the churros, fine.
Yeah,
the shake, definitely skip. Onion rings, they're just the same fucking onion rings.
They do
that
definitely look undercooked.
Yeah, very
they
undercooked.
Look very, very sad.
Very unimpressed by the onion rings.
Yeah, the burger and the churros I'd go for, but I don't know about going out of the way to just have burger and churros because I was excited about the whole meal. And like, yeah, I can see right there, that's a standard Burger King cup.
Yeah.
Like, they really should have gotten their shit together on the marketing.
Yeah.
If you're marketing it, putting it out for people to come into your restaurant to eat this, go all the way. Get the packaging for it that you marketed it with, man. Like, what are you executives? You see what I mean? Why do we need executives? What are you up there doing? You're sitting around. You come up with these ideas, these half-baked ideas to begin with. Yeah. It's like, really, is this all you did? You took your Whopper and changed it to Swiss cheese and made the like. But beyond that, like at least follow through.
Yeah. Yeah.
It kills me because these people are getting paid so much money. And I don't blame the employees at the store level.
No.
This is all on the executives.
No.
You buffoons.
Yeah. You had a pretty good opportunity to turn this into something very marketable.
Yeah.
Like even the fucking movie theaters, like they do it. Like when Dune came out, they had the fucking popcorn and the top was the fucking worm head. So when you put your hand in, there's like you're sticking your hand in the worm.
That's smart.
You know, there's like they had branding for it. Even like when you go like when that Dungeons and Dragons movie came out last year, they had a whole like you buy this limited edition fucking like in theater package, and it comes with like a giant like loot box in the shape of a D20. So it's in the shape of a giant like dice that you used to play Dungeons and Dragons. Like they had good marketing behind it.
It's not that hard. It's not that complicated.
No, but
I'm willing to never get sponsored by Burger King. And sending this their way so that the executives in their C-suite can understand that they dropped the ball. Big time.
Yeah, I was just disappointed. Like you didn't even know that this thing was available menu option. You just go in and you know how they have those like 3 TV panels for menus now? And like they cycle between the images. They just had one image of like the Addams family, and then they just had like the picture of the burger and the churro fries and the shake, and it was like, just get this. And that was it. They didn't have any like
so dumb.
They didn't have any in-store branding. They didn't have any like posters or anything like that. It was just the one photo there on the menu taking up like half of a TV, and that's it.
And that's the thing. It's not like they don't have good examples to follow.
No.
That of other companies that have done this really well. You're a major fast food chain. You should be able to do this better.
Yeah.
And I mean, is it any wonder your sales are lackluster when you at head office? You're just like, you don't even know what you're doing. You're just like, I don't know. Yeah, Addams family.
Make it purple.
It's just so half-assed. I hate that because look, you're not getting paid half-assed money.
Yeah.
Your store, your employees at the store level are.
Choking on my own rage.
It really circles back to the conversation we were having about like, sort of doesn't matter if you're paying people more. If they're not passionate about what they're doing, they're not going to care to do a good job. And like literally all of their focus is on profits. And so if they can get away with just paying some royalties and doing a little bit of creative marketing, but then not changing their packaging, like that probably would cost them quite a bit. And so now they get, the extra profits of this fun little campaign around Halloween. But they don't have to pay to have extra packaging, which I'm sure their profit. So they're like, We're brilliant.
Yep.
Love
Like
being us.
Like not even just like the extra packaging, but there's like no thought put to it at all. It's just like put in like one extra ingredient and call it a day. That's it, guys. Fucking make the deal with Warner Brothers, get the fucking right to use the characters on there. We'll get the money. It's Halloween. It's spooky. The kids will love it.
Kids love it.
The kids will love that shit.
Kids love spooky shit. We've done our job. Can we go home now?
Yeah.
I gotta use the salary. You think I can spend $500,000 a year if I'm stuck at work?
Yeah.
I sent the email about it. Let them do it.
But yeah, that was my experience at the Burger King. The Burger King was nice though. I'll say that much. It was a decent.
Which location was it?
Somewhere in North York.
Ugh.
We went there. There's very few Burger Kings in Toronto, believe it or not.
Because they all suck.
The closest Burger King is in fucking downtown, the sketchy one at Yonge and Dundas Square, where you're like more likely to get stabbed than to get a good burger.
You ever have their chicken burger? It's so sad. It's like
I've seen it in the commercials, and I thought this looks like a sad fucking chicken burger.
It's literally like it's big. It's bigger than a McDonald's one.
Yeah,
but it's like a prison chicken patty.
Yeah.
It's like lower than no name grade.
Yeah. It's a very sad looking burger.
Well, okay.
They've actually changed it.
They might have changed it.
It does look better.
It looks better now.
That one over there.
Yeah, this is the one.
The long one. The
long
one. That's like one. Down. One row down. And then to that one. That right there is like
a prison burger.
It's like just lettuce, just lettuce and mayonnaise, which is like, okay.
That's fine.
To argue, that's the exact same toppings on the McDonald's and the chicken. It's just lettuce and fucking mayonnaise.
It was just the quality of the chicken patty that they used was just awful. I think they thought like, oh, we're making it such a nice big sandwich, but like it was horrible.
So the McDonald's, that's it. So the McDonald's McChicken actually really fucking good to the point where it's not actually mayonnaise. It's called McChicken sauce. Yeah, that's it. No. That's it.
Again, do these like C-suite execs not look at these photos and think we could do better?
Oh,
Burger King, do better.
Yeah, like, do better, man.
It just killed. Like I know that at the top level, like where these decisions are made, there's people that are getting paid a ton of money to make better decisions, and like they don't give a crap.
Yeah,
they just don't care. Look at that. Does that look like it comes from a company that gives a damn? I'm sorry, I don't give a shit. We're never getting sponsored by any of these fast food guys anyway, so we can talk all the crap we want.
I mean, the hits just keep on coming.
Oh man, it's just so sad. And like to be fair, like the McDonald's one doesn't even look a lot better. Oh, put some pickles.
No,
on
it doesn't.
That shit.
But it tastes better. The McDonald's one doesn't look better, but it tastes way better.
It tastes a lot better. I'll give you that. But yeah, like not impressed with Burger King. Like honestly, just like the only reason I like it is just the Whopper because I like the toppings on the Whopper. I do like the Whopper. I think those are just very classic toppings that you have on a burger.
I wish the Big Extra still existed at McDonald's.
Yes, me too.
It is. Those are proper burger toppings.
Yes.
Like I like the Big Mac, but like I miss the Big Extra.
I do.
And the Whopper covers that base.
I like having one big beef patty, and I like having my onions and my pickles and my lettuce and my tomatoes and my mayonnaise.
The mayonnaise is getting in my brain.
I like it. It's good. It's tasty. And they got a little bit of ketchup on there too, which is also good. And your fucking slice of American cheese.
Yeah.
Probably one of the two things that American cheese is good for. The other thing being grilled cheese sandwiches. That's it. Nothing else.
I can't think of anything else. No.
You don't put American cheese on anything else. You just put it on a burger or on as an extra addition to your grilled cheese.
What are those little like wiener rolls with the phyllo pastry and there's like cheese?
Pigs in blankets.
Can you do that with processed cheese?
I would rather like have like maybe some shredded cheese on top of that. Just kind of like melt it a little bit. And that's it. That's
processed cheese.
That's
64 slices of American cheese.
worth going blind for.
Okay, those are gourmet though.
Wow.
That's not
okay.
what I was
No,
thinking.
I'm sorry.
Pigs and pigs.
I'm sorry. That is too much meat. That is you are running the danger of becoming the next fucking what's it called? Hugo, what's the worst burger in the world? Quickly. Baconator. That's it. Thank you. Your rolls, your sausage and bacon rolls are very dangerous to being a baconator.
While we're on it, let's look up a photo of the baconator because Chimumu seems to love the baconator.
We got some fans in the audience who just seem to. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's give their
Wait, that's like an extra patty.
Oh,
that's an extra patty.
No, that's an extra patty baconator. Just a regular baconator is the
it should
two.
be 3. Is
no,
it 2?
It's 2. It's 2.
2.
It's the 2. That's it.
Heart attack.
That is way too much.
At least there's ketchup.
Oh.
At least there's like some semblance of a vegetable.
Where's the ketchup?
You can see a little bit there.
Oh my God, there's ketchup. Holy God, that's like the closest thing to a vegetable you have on that thing.
Oh bad. Baconator can be good.
Ah, man.
Just why not a vegetable in there?
Any fucking
pickle.
vegetable.
Oh, that one there has a pickle in it.
Yeah, some of them have like a pickle in it.
Somebody must have asked for that. That looks better.
That looks a bit better with the pepper jack cheese and like the jalapenos and probably like a hot mustard.
That doesn't look like Wendy's.
Probably not.
It's probably somebody just made this.
But that does look a bit better. All right, probably still salty as shit. Saltier than when I get in the show for sure. But yeah, like
Pringles.
Oh, stop giving people ideas.
There's no potatoes in Pringles. There's no potato.
It's just potato paste.
There's no potato product.
So what is it?
No, there is. It's potato flakes. It's like potato flake powder.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure that it's not real potatoes. It's just pureed potatoes that they squeeze into that shape.
Well, they dry it and then they turn it into like a powder so they can form it into that shape. But there's real potato in there.
Isn't it potato? Yeah, it's probably just like a starch. It's probably just a starchiest fucking thing. This is why Pringles. All right, we're hitting the
aren't really potato chips. Well, no, they're not really potato chips, but it doesn't mean
Pringles uses a special recipe which doesn't actually include potatoes. Instead, they made a somewhat dehydrated processed potato. They also contain corn, rice, and wheat.
Yeah, but there's still potato in there.
Mm-hmm. Dehydrated processed potato.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of Pringles, but it's not because there's no potatoes in it. I don't love that. Like they're too flimsy.
Yeah.
I think I'll like them if I had no teeth. I'd like them if I was like 80 and needed a chip that like you could just kind of like munch on with no teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. Doritos are my go-to thing.
Well, yeah, I'll give it a hot take. I am not a fan of potato chips in general. Like, I'll eat a couple, but I do not have the same love for them that other people do for like potato chips.
I get that.
Like,
because like you want your salty food in like in real food, you probably don't crave it.
No, I don't crave it as like a side thing.
What are there snacks or treats that you like?
I
you don't like sweets either.
Not necessarily. I like out of like snackable things, I like corn nuts. Corn nuts are good.
I mean, they're hard on your teeth.
Yeah, they are. But if you can
just replace your teeth with corn nuts.
That's fine too. But if I can, like, or corn chips, I love corn. Corn is great. I love that. Anything that's made of corn.
All dress crispers are good, Jono says. I do like all dress crispers.
Like I don't mind
They're
like a
so
good.
good.
I don't mind like a good wheat thin. Like a wheat thin dipped in like some hummus and maybe like some feta and cucumber.
Fucking healthy.
Hugo, shut up. Like this is what I enjoy. Popcorn. Popcorn is good.
Popcorn is good.
Popcorn's great.
But you probably eat your popcorn plain.
I eat it with like maybe like a little bit of that artificial butter flavoring and just like a little bit of salt. That's it. Like that's what I don't like those like fake cheese powders or those fake like sour cream powders and shit on there.
Talking.
I do not like that.
What about just actual real butter like melted and dripped over?
Butter's fine. Yeah. Butter's fine. Like
I do like just real butter drizzled over popcorn.
Just some real butter on popcorn. That's enough for me. Like that's good.
Yeah. Real butter is the where it's at.
Yeah, that's it. But like just those kinds of like snacks are good. I can eat like smart food, like the fucking
Smart food's good.
Yeah, like the white cheddar popcorn.
It's classic.
Yeah. Or what I've actually been getting into more is the Chicago style popcorn.
Yeah,
with the fucking cheddar and the caramel.
It's so good.
It's a fucking hit, man.
Although I do still end up eating way more of the caramel ones than the cheddar ones.
I think so too. I think that like I think just like the powdered, like the cheese ones, like they're not the best. Like you got to get like a good cheese powder on there.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. Like those fucking fake artificial cheeses, like the fucking Cheetos cheese, like no thanks. And also Cheetos, I'm not too fucking crazy about either. Anything that kind of like turns into a paste in your mouth and like gets stuck like between your teeth, like I can do without it. You can throw that shit overboard.
Throw it out.
I wouldn't fucking cry about it.
Do we have anything else in this food supplement section?
Food section to discuss. Like, I've discussed the fast food for the day. I think I'm done with that.
Very exciting.
The food segment.
Yeah, I'm very happy to hear that your roast turned out wonderfully. I was a little bit nervous about it as well. Just like, from part of me that day was like, "Oh, I hope it turned out well." Like I really did, because I pimped it out a lot, and I'm like, my reputation is on the line here too. If this fucking roast fucks up for this guy, he's never gonna trust me on anything again.
I mean, that would have been true, and I did like flip flop between the idea of how to do it, because like most of the recipes for it online were very different than yours.
Yeah.
They were like uncovered, no basting. Way lower temperature, but also way longer in the oven.
Yeah.
And
like, man, get out of here.
I mean, ultimately, I didn't want to wait 10 hours with the thing in the oven, so I did yours instead, and it did work out. It was good.
I'm glad, man. I'm really happy for you. Like, fucking having a good dinner that you're hyped out about, and it turns out great. It's fucking amazing, man.
The best.
It's the best. Food's great. All right, we gotta go to a different topic.
Well, that's good. Let's get out of the food topic. Can I see the news for a sec?
Here's the news today.
Is that the last one in the news? What's that? Oh, I kind of want to talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear about this?
Oh please.
No. Go to the other one first.
No.
You're ruining it. There's the previous tab on the same story.
Okay.
There's a reason it was first.
Teenager. Oh jeez. Teenager took his own life after falling in love with AI chatbot. Now his devastated mom is suing the creators. Oh.
So there's this like character AI chatbot service that has all of the bots are programmed to be like TV characters, movie characters, and you can just chat with them. And this 14-year-old just got really into talking to a Daenerys character.
Daenerys.
Yeah, it was a Daenerys character. And, he was like, apparently, according to his mom, he lost all interest in everything else, like Formula One and sports. Like, all he would do after school was go home and go straight to the chatbot and talk to his Daenerys girlfriend. And now you can go to the next slide.
Please come home to me as soon as possible, my love. What if I told you I could come home right now? Please do, my sweet king. Oh,
and apparently that's when he shot himself.
Oh my god.
After that.
Jesus.
Isn't that nuts?
I
mean, I feel for the kid and I feel for the family.
Oh man.
That's really sad. But also like, damn, it's crazy that he knew it wasn't a real thing. He knew it was a bot.
Yeah. There was no manipulation behind it.
He knew there wasn't an actual person behind that saying, come home. But his mind was so far gone that on hearing that, he really must have believed, like, I'm going home to my love.
Oh, man.
And that this is the way to do it.
Oh, man.
So crazy. Such a sad story. But AI is like...
so fucked
AI is always something we talk about, so I thought I'd talk about it.
I mean, I'm more concerned about, like, how... Not that, like, we're developing connections with AI, but just, like, we're so starved for, like, genuine connections with people that, like...
But he was a young, like, kid that, he's got lots of social interaction at school, you'd assume. It's crazy. And it's not like he was... I don't think anyway, like super shy. He wasn't morbidly obese. There was no reason for him to have become such a shut-in and like depend on this chatbot. Like that's the craziest thing to me is that like it's a chatbot and it's a chatbot. Like the mom said that like, yeah, he knew it was a chatbot. He knew it was not real. And so that's the craziest thing to me is that like he to the point where he was obsessed with chatting with the chatbot and sort of started to feel like maybe it was real on some level, obviously, or he wouldn't have done that. I could understand maybe falling in love and like going down that path if it was a real person on the other line, because a real person could at least you could attach like, oh, there is a person there.
Yeah.
But a chatbot, it's just software.
I mean, it's happened. Like there was this one case, but once again, this is a real person. There was like a kid who would travel down to Tijuana, and he would visit like a club where they had sex workers working there, and he fell in love with one, and she was just a stripper, and he would call ahead of time, and he would like book off like hours of her time just so the two of them can be together. And one point he was just like so obsessed with her, he went down to surprise her, and he found her, working in the strip club and in the lap of another guy, and he got very angry. He like pulled her to the side. He got into a big argument with her, and then she tried to leave, and then he just shot her right then and there. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if people just kind of like build such dependency upon another person. And like the guy, he was like what, 17, 18? He wasn't even that old, but it's like, I don't know if they don't have like the experience to just kind of like build this idea of like, there are other people, you will have other loves in your life. It won't just be this one person that you're infatuated with, or like maybe they haven't experienced the idea of like, being in a partnership, or just like the joys that you get out of being in a stable, committed relationship. They just like fall in love with someone, and they just like keep chasing it. And then it's like, when it doesn't work out, like, like everything collapses around them.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Obsessions are crazy things.
Fuck.
Crazy how people can get so obsessed over something.
I'm really like shocked that it would happen like to an AI like that. I mean, there have been cases of people like falling in love with chatbots. There was like this famous case in Japan, like maybe 10 years ago, where a guy, he had a little wedding ceremony for his like in video game girlfriend. And he was like there, like getting married to like a little cell phone, and it was like a picture of her on there. But that's just more of like, you're committing to this one thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
he knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. And in Japan, it's not as crazy. They have this idea of like a spirit living in machines.
Right.
Like there's actually this one case of like, those like little robot toys, like the robot dogs. They were very popular in Japan. People would buy them, but then the company discontinued making them and then servicing them. And then all the owners who had developed very strong emotions for it, they actually had a little funeral ceremony for their little dog pets, because they realized that one day they will break down and there won't be anyone with the expertise to fix them, and parts aren't being manufactured anymore. So when they do break down, they will die. So they had this like ceremony to kind of get over the idea that they will die eventually, and to just kind of find closure in that. So they have this notion of like finding life even in the inanimate.
Yeah.
So
which is cute. I kind of think
it's cute. It's like, but it's not the idea of like you get obsessed with this thing. No. It's something that gives you purpose, something that like you find an emotion that it resonates within you, and you use that emotion to make yourself an overall better person.
Yeah.
What's going on here is just obsession over something, and then just not being able to cope with it when it, ultimately doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, I don't really have too much to say. I mean, other than, because I think everyone that is in a healthy state of mind realizes how problematic these unhealthy obsessions can be. But I guess if anyone is ever listening to this and or they're in, it's just like, how would you even tell somebody that you're obsessed and like it's not healthy, right? Because they won't know that. They'll be like, no, I'm not. I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not obsessed, and this is just normal. I just like this thing, or whatever it is, or like this person. So it's hard because they need professional help, and I'm not. I don't think we're in a position to offer any advice on that kind of thing. Just tragic story. I thought it was interesting that I mean, I guess the credit to the AI that it was so realistic in the chatbot that it was enough to kind of like keep somebody engaged. Like, it's not fun chatting with AI because you're just like so aware all the
of
time
how fake it is
that you're just talking to a program.
Yeah,
like it's just been programmed to say these things.
Yeah.
So it's not interesting because there's nobody actually there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you don't understand that, maybe if you start to believe that like, well, this AI is like it's proper intelligence, it's just artificial, then maybe you could go down that road of actually being engaged by what it has to say.
You have to have a little separation between it. It's like when you're watching a movie. Yeah, I know it's fake. It's not really real. They're not really like, going on this massive journey.
Yeah, you have to like separate.
There's a suspension of disbelief going on. So maybe that's the same thing that happens.
I think it probably is, But it's a crazy amount to get to that level.
Yeah.
But I really would love to get to an I the asshole story.
Oh, okay. You got one for us, Hugo?
Got one for us.
Am I the asshole for telling my mom it wasn't cute or funny to dress me as a hot dog instead of a princess?
I mean, come on. I think it's probably funny.
Okay, let's
see.
Let's lighten the mood for the next 10 minutes. Let's go. All right, Hugo.
All right. So there's this new Target commercial going around where a little girl dresses as a hot dog, and it came on while my family was watching a scary movie. I, 20F, 20 female, am home from college for the weekend and brought my boyfriend, and my mother, 57F, decided it would be hilarious to mention that she'd made me a hot dog costume as a kid, except the way she told the story, it was my request. She said that all the girls wanted to be Disney princesses, but I had asked to be a hot dog. And so she'd gone out of her way to make me that costume.
Oh,
but this isn't what happened. And I said as much. What actually happened is that I wanted to be Snow White and had told everyone, including teachers, that I was going to be Snow White. I was obsessed with that movie as a kid to the point where I would actually get invested in doing chores because I was cleaning up just like Snow White.
But Mom loved that one.
My dad and I would watch that movie all the time, and I was very excited to be Snow White for Halloween, especially because my ballet studio was doing a special princess dance for Halloween, and we'd all signed up for a special...
Did she have to do the princess dance as the only hot dog in the line?
Hold on, we got parts.
And I'd shown up early with my dad the week before so I could get to be Snow White. Oh, that would be so sad if she had to be a fucking hot dog.
Okay, go on.
My mother decided that she wanted to be quirky and that Snow White was a bad role model after I got in trouble for trying to cook dinner for my family. How did you get in trouble for that?
Because she was trying to cook dinner because that's what Snow White would have done, but then she fucked up the fucking gravy and everyone was pissed off.
Oh, I was about 8 and I tried to make hot dogs like how she made food for the dwarves in the movie, and I made a mess. Oh, come on.
And is that why she made her the hot dog costume? It was punishment?
My mom surprised me
the day with this crappy hot dog suit and told me if I didn't wear it, she'd never let me watch Snow White again.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah. She took a million pictures and the other girls teased me for months. And it was one of the most humiliating moments of my childhood.
Your mom's a bully.
Yeah, that's like so torturous.
I told the real story. I mean, I was hoping it was a lot more lighthearted than this. I told the real story and mentioned that I got through the day by pretending that she was the evil queen, making me dress in rags, but the rags happened to be a garbage meat costume. She got really quiet after that, and after we left, my brother says she was crying and looking at the pictures from the Halloween. I didn't want to make my mom cry, but it's a shitty memory for me, and I felt like she was trying to humiliate me all over again in front of my boyfriend.
Oh,
I mean, that's brutal. Come on. First of all, if your kid's trying to make dinner and they make a mess, like, they shouldn't get in deep trouble for that. Like, it's just like, okay, you made a mess. Let's help this is how you clean up now.
You can,
it's an opportunity to teach them about like cleaning up.
You can give the kid a compliment. Okay, you tried to make dinner. Good job on the enthusiasm. Good job on the work ethic. But we can make it a little bit better by making some improvements.
Like that is just a whole other level of punishment.
Yeah.
To like rub a child's mistakes in their face,
and then to punish them.
Yeah.
By wearing a little hot dog outfit when like your kids got their hearts set on being a fucking princess.
And there's a specific princess dance at their dance recital, and you dress her as the only hot dog.
Oh, man. Wear your mistake, you filthy child.
If the daughter is being an asshole at all by like calling her mom out and upset her mom, like her mom raised her that way to like punish people and manipulate people, and like that's still on the mom. I think that's awful.
Like it's not fun watching your mom cry or making a parent cry out of anything. Like it's not the best. But holy shit.
Well,
that was.
I hope she was crying because she understood what she did wrong.
Yeah.
I hope the mom understood, is like, oh my goodness, like, yeah,
what did I do?
Why was I so
I ruined an important moment of my child's life.
Yeah. That's what I'm
not
hoping.
The asshole. Wow, what a shit move by your mom and to an 8-year-old. I'm glad you told the truth and stood up for yourself. I hope she learned. Jeez, what a witch. Oh man,
how do the pics look?
Oh yeah, I kind of want to see the pictures.
I mean, I think the thing is, I think the idea of making a hot dog costume for your kid is super cute, and it probably made for like really cute pictures and a cute costume. It's just knowing the context of how that happened, that it would make it shitty.
Yeah,
because otherwise, I could see the mom being proud of that, because it's like, I made this costume. And doesn't she look adorable in it?
As a hot dog.
As a hot dog. Yeah. It's so funny. And in any normal circumstance, yeah, that would be super cute. And be like, look, it's your girlfriend in a little hot dog costume when she was 8. But then there's such a miserable story.
It's also the way that the mom said it in the beginning, saying like how the daughter wanted to be dressed as a hot dog.
Well, see, and if that story was true, then there would be nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. But it's just...
Did she actually believe that though?
Yeah.
Do you think she was lying, or did she like in her head came to believe that the daughter wanted to be a hot dog? There's no way. That's a complete change in narrative in what actually happened.
Like, I don't know if the mom is like, if she told herself like, no, she wanted this. She wanted to dress up as the hot dog.
It's just gaslighting.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't get to the point where like if what she's saying is true, then it's like, no, mom purposefully made you wear this and said you will wear this or you will never watch Snow White again, versus mom saying, oh, you wanted to dress up as a hot dog. It's so cute. Like someone's doing the lying here. Someone's not playing with the full deck.
I think it's the mom that was doing the lying. I'm wondering if the mom even knew she was lying. Maybe she was crying because she realized she was lying, and she's like, "Oh my goodness! Now I remember what I did to her, and that was awful."
You're confronting
like
what
she wanted to go as a princess. Like maybe I could have persuaded her to be a hot dog in her 9th year of going to Halloween. You know, like she's only 9 years old next year. She could still be a hot dog. Maybe she was like, I'm running out of time for her to want to be a hot dog. I do think that, like, if you want your kid to be a hot dog, because by 9 years old, they know what they want to be. Good luck getting them to be a hot dog if they want to be, you know, Batman or whatever else kids want to be. I just know Batman because that's all.
Kids love Batman. Kids loved dressing up as other superheroes. You know, Black Panther was pretty popular. Captain America.
Captain America is very popular.
I wonder
America's ass. Not on.
They're 8, Hugo.
Not on.
You sick bastard.
Oh my God. Is that what you and Grace are being for Halloween? Please tell me you're being Captain America.
Oh,
please.
Man.
And she's the one from
she's Agent.
She always loves Captain America's ass. That's the only reason I said it.
That would have been a good costume to do.
Yeah, you guys could have done that.
Sorry, Emily, that's not what we're
I'm super excited to see it. We'll take pictures and show everybody.
Yeah, I know you will. It'll be great. But Maybe next time will be Captain America and Agent British.
Agent British.
Whatever her name was. Well,
we're running out of time here.
Yep.
Any last words from the community?
I guess now I'm Ian Malcolm, so deal with it.
Yep. You're coming back as Ian Malcolm next week.
Next week, tune in for my Ian Malcolm cosplay. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep up the character of
you don't have to keep the character too much.
But I do have to go now and look for a little gold chain to wear. So look forward to that, please.
You can just buy like some yellow foil at Dollarama and wrap it around some like cheese string.
I'm gonna go and try to find like an actual, like maybe from like, I don't know, Shoppers Drug Mart or something, just some kind of like shitty jewelry.
Yeah, I mean Amazon has a bunch of like Halloween like jewelry.
Man, Amazon's fucking overpriced for Halloween costumes.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Everything is fucking overpriced for a fucking Halloween
that's
costume.
True.
I'm just gonna go and try to find some like piece of fucking shitty tin, something.
Shitty tin. Just don't spend a lot of money on it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to spend like a minimum of $5 on it.
A maximum of $5
on it.
Okay, well, good luck with that. That's pretty low.
Yeah, I guess.
But I hope you do find it for $5.
Thank you.
Dollarama might have some stuff, but anyway. Yeah, see, Jono, Dollarama. Jono knows. He's not even from Canada.
He's not even a real Canadian, and he knows what's going on in Canada. He knows about the stuff. He knows about Swiss Chalet. He knows about Dollarama. He knows that fucking Canadian Burger King is just burger flop. Burger Joker, more like.
Speaking of Swiss Chalet.
What about him?
That's for another episode.
We're going to talk about Swiss Chalet again?
No, we're still waiting on our contest winner for sending pictures of Swiss Chalet.
That's a great point. We haven't confirmed that our contest winner has, in fact, even used their gift card for Swiss Chalet.
Probably not. I can't blame them too much, but we'll keep waiting.
We'll keep waiting and seeing what happens. Tune in next time. Maybe something will happen. Maybe next time.
Maybe not.
Anyway. Thanks for hanging out with us again, guys. It's been a fun episode. We've talked about food. We've talked about what you would do with $1 million.
What are we going to talk about next week?
Next week,
we've got spooky content. It's going to be our Halloween episode.
Yes.
Not only will there be costumes, but there will be spookiness.
So tune in for the spookies. And also make sure to tune in on Wednesday and not Thursday. On Thursday, y'all better be out on your porches with your Halloween lanterns and your little buckets of candy. Handing out candy to kids.
Yeah, we wouldn't take your Halloween away from you.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're doing a special Wednesday screening of our show, streaming of our show. And take care of yourselves. It was great having you. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
I don't think we'll get demonetized and blocked on YouTube for this episode, but you never know. So hopefully this episode goes up. And yeah, that's it. See you guys next week.
Yeah. Emily, take us out, please.
Thanks for tuning in to the Huge Podcast, where the size of your happiness matters more than the size of your problems.
Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. Bye.